So you watched my last video about the 9 ways you're basically your own worst enemy. And instead of having a healthy existential crisis like a normal person, you're back here asking for solutions. Bold of you to assume I have my life together enough to give advice. But here we are. I'm about to turn into your sarcastic life coach whether we like it or not. Time to stop playing the bad guy in the tragic sitcom that is your life. Let's break the cycle, shall we? First up, perfectionism. Oh, you beautiful, tortured perfectionist. You're the person who rewrites emails 17 times and still thinks they sound stupid. You spend 3 hours making a sandwich because the tomato slices weren't uniform enough. You're basically a one-person quality control department for a life that literally no one else is inspecting this closely. Here's your reality check. Perfection is a myth, like unicorns or people who actually enjoy kale. The solution isn't to lower your standards to the floor, though that would be refreshing. Instead, try the good enough rule. Set a timer for tasks that don't actually matter. 20 minutes to write that email, not 20 years. And here's a wild concept. Embrace the beauty of mediocrity. Your Instagram post doesn't need to be museum-worthy. Your dinner doesn't need to look like it came from a cooking show. Sometimes a wonky tomato slice builds character. Next, procrastination. Ah yes, the art of doing absolutely everything except the thing you're supposed to do. You'll clean the house, reorganize your socks, and research penguins, all to avoid writing one report. You're like a professional delay artist. The fix isn't to suddenly become a productivity robot, because let's be honest, that's not happening. Instead, trick your brain like it's a toddler. Break tasks into stupidly small pieces. Don't write a report, just open the document. Don't clean the house, just put one dish away. Your brain loves tiny wins more than it fears big tasks. Also embrace the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes, don't wait, just do it now. Stop treating it like it's climbing Mount Everest. Then we have toxic independence. You're so fiercely independent that you'd rather suffer in silence than ask for help. You're like a one-person island nation, except islands don't usually stress cry in Target parking lots. You think asking for help is weakness. Really, it means you're human, not Superman in disguise. Here's your intervention. Start small with the help asking. Ask someone to recommend a restaurant. Ask a coworker to grab you coffee when they're getting some. Practice saying thank you without immediately offering to pay them back, or do 17 favors in return. And here's a groundbreaking idea. Accept help when it's offered. When someone says they'll bring dinner, just say thank you and eat the casserole. Don't respond with a detailed list of your dietary restrictions and backup meal plans. Moving on to people-pleasing. You're the human equivalent of a golden retriever, desperately seeking approval from literally everyone. Even the grocery store cashier who couldn't care less about your life choices. You say yes to everything until your schedule looks like a chaotic game of Tetris. The cure isn't to become a hermit, though that does sound peaceful. Learn the magical art of the pause. When someone asks for a favor, don't immediately say yes. Say you'll check your calendar and get back to them. This gives you time to remember that you're not actually responsible for everyone else's happiness. Practice saying no in low-stakes situations. No, you don't want to supersize your meal. No, you don't need the extended warranty. Build those no muscles like you're training for the Olympics of boundary setting. Overthinking is next, and wow, do you ever excel at this one? You're like a hamster on a wheel, except the wheel is made of worst-case scenarios, and the hamster has anxiety. You turn texts into dissertations. You analyze punctuation like it's a secret code. The solution isn't to stop thinking entirely, though your brain could probably use the vacation. Set a worry timer. Give yourself exactly 10 minutes to spiral about something, then forcibly move on. Write down your thoughts instead of letting them ping-pong around your skull. Sometimes seeing your worries on paper reveals how ridiculous they actually are. And here's a radical concept. Ask for clarification instead of mind reading. If you're not sure what someone meant, just ask them. Revolutionary, I know. If you're still with me through this delightful roast session, maybe consider subscribing. I promise to continue being unhelpfully helpful on a regular basis. Emotional eating is our next contestant in this mess fest. You treat food like it's therapy. Except therapy doesn't usually come with a side of guilt and stomachache. Bad day at work equals an entire sleeve of cookies. Relationship drama equals ice cream straight from the container. You're basically running a feelings restaurant where the only menu item is temporary numbness. The fix isn't to swear off all comfort food and live on celery sticks, because that's just cruel. Instead, pause before you eat and ask yourself if you're actually hungry or just having feelings. If it's feelings, try a different comfort activity first. Call a friend, take a hot shower, scream into a pillow, whatever works. Keep actual comfort foods in the house, but in reasonable portions. Buy the single-serving ice cream, not the family size that could feed a small village. Social media comparison is basically volunteering to feel bad about yourself. You're scrolling through everyone's highlight reels while you're sitting in yesterday's pajamas eating cereal. You're comparing your behind the scenes to their highlight reels, like comparing your rough draft to Shakespeare's published work. The solution isn't to delete all social media and become a digital hermit, though that does sound tempting. Unfollow accounts that make you feel worse about yourself. Yes, even if they're friends. Your mental health matters more than seeing Karen's 14th vacation photo. Fill your feed with stuff that fuels your brain, not your insecurities. Limit your scrolling time like it's a controlled substance, because honestly, it kind of is. Fear of change is keeping you stuck in situations that stopped serving you years ago. You're like a person standing in a burning building going, well, at least I know where all the exits are. Change feels scary because it's unknown, but staying miserable is a choice, not a life sentence. Start with tiny changes to build your change tolerance. Rearrange your furniture. Try a new coffee shop. Take a different route to work. Prove to your brain that change doesn't equal death. Make a list of what staying the same is actually costing you. Sometimes seeing the price of comfort written down is the motivation you need to finally move. Finally, neglecting mental health. You'll take your car in for regular maintenance, but act like your brain is an old-school Nokia that never needs updates. You ignore warning signs until you're basically running on fumes and spite. The fix is treating your mental health like you treat your physical health, which hopefully you treat better. This might mean therapy, medication, meditation, or just admitting that you're not okay and that's okay. Talk to a professional if you can. If you can't afford therapy, there are online resources, support groups, and hotlines. Your mental health is worth investing in, even if it feels unfamiliar or uncomfortable at first. Look, here's the thing. You're not going to fix everything overnight, and anyone who tells you otherwise is selling something. Change is slow, messy, and annoying. Kind of like learning to drive stick shift while everyone honks at you. Pick one thing from this list. Just one. Don't try to overhaul your entire existence by Tuesday. You'll just end up overwhelmed and back where you started, plus a side of failure. And honestly, we don't need that energy. The goal isn't perfection, it's just being slightly less of a disaster than you were yesterday. And honestly, that's enough. Anyway, that's all I've got for you today. Go forth and be marginally less chaotic. Or don't. I'm not your mom.